ready for our next band? Alright, well, this next band has traveled long and far to spread the gospel of their beloved Savior. Their journeys have taken them all across the world, but for tonight, they are here in St. John to fill you full of Nick. So relax and get ready to take it. Here is Addicted to Nick.
Is there any Nicks in the house tonight? Any Nicks at all?
There's Nick at the door.
Nick at the door. This song is for you. It's called The First Time.
Watch it.
Get on playing with Boss, you know. Wanna see his pink torpedo. I can think about it when I'm drinking. Yeah. Man, take off all your sweaty clothes and just cool yourself. Let me see that tan. Lay me down. Take off
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling it tonight. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling Nick deep within my soul. Alright, we're gonna finish it off. I'm gonna finish Nick off.
That's for Nick. Well, when we formed this band in the common love of Nick, we realized that Nick's had many incarnations over the years. This is about one when he was way back in the Old West. Way back many years ago, when the West was weird, I was the only barmaid in the saloon with a beard, and the only man whole town feared was a gunslinger named Nick. There was no man from who he'd back down. Most would wince with a grin or a frown, and the rest he turned in chopped ground round. That savage gunslinger named Nick.
ride in a horse he called Big Snake. All the townsfolk would quiver and quake, 'cause they knew the height of the stakes, 'cause how quick he could shoot off. Then one day another stranger rode in from the west, with pizzled hair and a chiseled chest. Said that he was looking for the man he'd heard was best, the gunslinger with a big weapon. So everyone in the saloon held their breath as Dick came out to meet him from the back room. They squared at each other through the dicey gloom. He said, "My name is Dick." Now everyone in the gulch remembers that day that they never thought would come their way, when two men rode off together, or so they say, 'cause Nick had found his dick. Nick the Gunslinger. Quick second to introduce the members of our band. Over here on my right, our guitar player is Picnic. To my left, on bass and lead testifier, is the Reverend Peacenik. And I'm the rebel in the band. I'm Bolshevik.
That's Bolshevik.
We actually used to have a drummer. His name was Beatnik. But we had to fire him because we found him writing a song about a guy named Jim.
That just didn't matter.
Yeah, gotta go. So now, as a way to testify further, the boys are going to give you a little bit of a recitation from the Book of Nick.
Everyone, please listen. Listen up. If you don't, it's fine. But I feel that you'll be deeply touched.
As we were.
Deep inside.
Her gaze darted to the door.
Jesus.
She had to leave before she did something stupid, like drinking the wine he'd obviously poured for her. With alcohol dulling her defenses, it would be easy to let him touch her again, to kiss her again, to turn her to mush with less than a casual fingertip. By pouring her name, damn his too sexy, overconfident hide.
He fumbled with the buttons on her plaid shirt, gently parting the fabric and kissing every inch of her newly exposed skin. She moaned as his mouth continued downwards, blazing a heated path between her breasts and beyond, until her jeans blocked his path. His fingers burst the bare skin about the denim band, her hips lifted in frantic convulsions that conveyed an instinctive need for a more intimate caress.
You shifted me. You moved my things. She pictured his hands on her clothes. Her underwear felt both hot and cold at once. She sucked in a long breath, tried to summon some indignation. Unfortunately, all she could summon was a wishy-washy, "I wish you hadn't done that."
Crazed by mounting passion, she tried to push away her jeans, desperate to disperse with the obstructing garment. She yanked the brass button until it sprang loose. Cool air brushed her belly with the zipper slid open, and in less than a heartbeat, her quivering skin was warmed by a strong male.
Tipping her head back a fraction, she narrowed her field of perception, concentrating on the sun that touched her face. The strong wind sifted through her hair and plastered her shirt against her skin.
Nick's hands slid lower, burrowing beneath her panties until his fingers touched the silky apex of her thighs. With a thin mew of pleasure, she lifted her hips, rolling her head in slow unison with the circular motion of his loving fingertips.
He looked down at the wet shirt plastered to the soft mounds of her breasts, at the clearly visible outline of her erect nipples, and his stomach clenched tight in an instant surge of need. He dipped his mouth and nipped at the earlobe that peeped through her softly mused hair, at the smooth curve of her neck, at the point where the neck and her shoulder. He tasted the surface chill of cold water, then the fresh warmth of her skin, and deeper still, the heat of pure desire.
Each expert caress sent a shockwave to her toes and back up again until her entire body throbbed with need. Liquid passion bubbled from a secret place deep inside. She was crazy with wanting him, and he knew it.
If you don't want to be treated like a girl, then don't cry like one.
It took less than a moment for him to slide the thick fabric down over her thighs so she could kick the obstructing garment away. At the same moment, she fumbled with the zipper, then tugged downward until she could run her fingers over his thighs.
A low, frustrated moan built in her throat and resounded through his blood, stirring him, inflaming him. But it wasn't the words he needed to hear. Say it, he demanded.
Say it! Using both hands, she cupped him firmly and gently, and he was rewarded by groans of pleasure. She lifted her lips, searching for his mouth, and when she found it, kissed him with a fervency born of desperation that this precious moment would go on forever. His arms tightened, drawing her close.
There's only one thing a girl... Wait, hold on.
Oh yeah, there you go.
There's only one thing a man like that could want from a girl like you.
Suddenly, Nick rolled onto his back, holding her in a place that she straddled him. The position was strange to her, yet infinitely arousing. She balanced herself awkwardly and discovered that every minute movement pressed their bodies together in the most intimate caress.
You know you can't actually accept it.
When he could endure no more, he cupped his hands on her arms and lifted her. Their eyes met, slowly, seductively. He lowered her until he was sheathed deep inside, filling her with an unbearable sweetness. And so ends the Book of Nick. Now that everybody's panties are wet and boxers are moistened, we continue. That's enough swearing back there. Sexual comments only. We're going to jazzercise this one up a little bit. It's a little bit more upbeat. However, it still is about Nick. And it's kind of about the pleasures of Nick, I guess you could say.
Like that last one wasn't about the pleasures of Nick?
Oh, if only I could find some of that pleasurable. Pleasureful? Pleasurable. Let's keep clapping, folks. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me hard. Let me tell you about a boy I know. I met him just about a week ago. He was playing in my garden with the tight short son. Now that he's with me, won't never let him go. Sit down and listen to what I know. Been looking at this boy since 5 years old. He was short and blonde and curly, making my mouth water so. I'm touching him gently to see how low I can go. I'll see you out there, Nick, and I'm coming for you. You take those tickets. You take them deep, boy. Get that money, son. What do hey? Let me sing me some more. Squat down on my knee and tip your cup. Let's talk about the first thing that pops up. Your jeans are getting tighter. Big my butt so low. I really want this Nick to put his lips around my popsicle. When it is, I love to see him go. Those tiny bodies make me really grow. That boy is getting to me, just 15 years old. His skin is like butter. I'm gonna bust a big load. Oh, oh, hey! We love you! Thank you so much. You're too kind, really, too kind. Love you all. Thank you so much.
Well, we only have time for one more before we have to head down the road. Before we have to head down the road and
It's been too much for him. He's blue.
exactly testify some more.
A loving God, Nick bless, I guess, to all the bands playing tonight. May Nick be with you and be with us. Thank you so much. Thank you. But truly, Jesus is no match for Nick. Watching me from your window, smile back at me, say you want me. Come, listen, my dear. When I feel your soft seduction, I can't help myself. So hot, so deep, I can't believe it's happening to me. I love this Nick to me. God bless this world for giving me something more.
If everybody got that, please listen to Let's Up too.
Keep that going for Addicted to Nick, ladies and gentlemen! You will soon be able to download their album from iTunes. Gonna take a quick break, let our last band set up, and then we will be back with one more set of music for you, and then the votes will be counted. If you want more votes, you can still buy them $1 a piece. Make sure you get them.